What is up, everyone? Barricade here, and I'm bringing you guys a quick discussion that I wanted to talk about with you guys and wanted to get your opinion and, honestly, what you think of this. Basically, everyone I've seen, like, on various Gears of War posts, on Xbox One posts, etc., etc., people have been saying and demanding a Gears of War remaster on the Xbox One, similar to how they're coming out with the Halo Master Chief Collection. Basically, a Gears of War equivalent of that. Having all the first three games on the Xbox One with better graphics, being able to play the multiplayer, etc., etc. In my opinion, while it hasn't been, obviously been confirmed or hinted at happening yet, I have yet to hear anything. If you guys have any sources of it possibly happening, please let me know. But honestly, I have yet to see any sources saying that it's going to happen or people, at Black Tusk Studios saying they want to do it or nothing. But even though there has been no confirmation or nothing, I have a pretty decent feeling that it could happen. It's a possibility. It could happen. If the demand is high enough, if people want it that much, and they keep hearing it over and over and over, I honestly think it's a possibility. I honestly think it could happen. And one thing I really want to say, first off though, before I talk about what I think how the game should be done. One thing I want to say first is what I think the title should be. People are always saying that it should be called the Gears of War Marcus Phoenix Collection. No, I don't think that would be a good title, first of all. That just sounds weird. It sounds like a ripoff of the Halo Master Chief Collection. And the idea of having Marcus's big fat head on the cover would just look weird. It works for Master Chief because he has a helmet, so it's just like the helmet. But having Marcus's face all big on the cover would just look silly. And just the name of it just sounds really odd, the Marcus Phoenix Collection. In my opinion, I think it should be called the Gears of War Brotherhood Edition. And the reason why for that is because in, Halo, the thing is that's really different with Halo and Gears of War is that in Halo, in all the games, besides Halo 3, story-wise, even when you're playing two players, it's just Master Chief. In the stories, it's always Master Chief basically bulldozing all through all these enemies and, saving the world or whatever, and he's by himself. He never really has too much help. He doesn't have like a comrade or nothing too, nothing like Marcus and Dom. He's basically by himself, except in Halo 3 where he had the Arbiter helping him. But in Halo 1, 2, and 4, it's usually just him, in story and the cutscenes and everything, it's usually just him. Yeah, he gets help with other Spartans or soldiers, whatever, like in Halo 4, but overall, he's mostly by himself. He doesn't have like that type of cooperation with someone. He doesn't really have like that backup to have someone behind him all the time, like the way Marcus has Dom. See, the difference with Gears of War is that it's all about teamwork. It's not about just one character bulldozing through a bunch of enemies. It's all about teamwork and brotherhood. And, Marcus and Dom going through all this crazy stuff with their comrades, with, Cole and Baird and Carmine and everyone. It has all this type of sense of brotherhood, type of teamwork. And that's why I think the title should be called the Gears of War Brotherhood Edition instead of the Marcus Phoenix Collection, because not only would it sound better, in my opinion, it kind of pays an homage to, the type of cooperation and brotherhood that the characters share with one another. I honestly think it should be called Brotherhood Edition or something along that line with the word Brotherhood. I don't know if you want to call it Brotherhood Collection or something, but basically just Brotherhood should be in the title, is in my opinion. It should have Brotherhood. As far as the way the game should go, they could obviously just up the graphics and stuff and obviously make it run at 60 frames per second and stuff like the way they're doing with the Master Chief Collection, excuse me. The Marcus Phoenix, oh my god, I almost said it again. The Master Chief Collection has just, for the most part, except Halo 2, it's basically just a visual upgrade. It's not too big of a difference. Halo 2 is the one that's getting the huge overhaul, and Halo Combat Evolved 3 and 4 basically just getting 1080p 60 frames per second. Maybe they shouldn't go that route with Gears. Maybe they can at least up the graphics a little bit, maybe change the textures and stuff a little bit if they want. But if they don't want to, if they just want to give them higher definition and better frame rate, I honestly would pay for it. I honestly would. Just seeing the game run that way and having that type of definition and basically having the new Xbox One servers, because I'm pretty sure the servers on the Xbox One are better than the 360s. So imagine having Gears of War 1 and 2, games that never had dedicated servers the way Gears of War 3 did, having dedicated servers. That would be amazing, playing Gears of War 1 and Gears of War 2 with no host advantage, just freaking uh, the servers, dedicated servers. And while I know the servers aren't perfect and there is some, obviously the connection does seem to dwindle and kind of go in one player's favor at times, and even when Gears of War 3 had really good servers, it was a huge difference than that of, just basic host advantage. Host advantage was just really overpowering in games like Gears 1 and Gears 2. I didn't really play Gears 1 too much, honestly, but when I played Gears 2 all the time, host advantage was a big problem. I remember playing against this one player. I honestly can't remember his gamer tag, but every time I'd run into him, he would have host no matter what, and he was ridiculously hard to kill. I don't know what it was about his connection, but he would just sponge a ridiculous amount of bullets, and he would almost one-shot me. And I didn't like playing with him because of that, and it was just really silly. And the thing that's kind of funny is that I would always run into that guy in Gears 2, but yet when Gears 3 came out, I never ran into him. Probably because it had servers and he didn't want to freaking, deal with that. He wanted it to just have host advantage. I could be wrong, but still, in the end, host advantage was a huge problem for Gears of War 1 and 2 especially, and having that be less of a problem, having servers for Gears 1 and Gears 2 would be really cool. And honestly, even though it's really clunky compared to Gears 3 in my opinion, I try to jump back on Gears 2 every once in a while, and that game just feels really clunky and really odd. I think it would still be fun to play if it had a better connection, because even now host advantage can still be a huge problem. So I think Gears of War Brotherhood Edition could be a really good hit if they just go about it the right way. Give it at least a little bit of a texture redone, make it look a little better, give it the 60 frames per second, and give it dedicated servers for each multiplayer game, because not everyone got to play Gears of War, so people that have never played the series would be able to play it, and fans like us who love it will be able to play it in an even better version. So in my opinion, I think the Gears of War Brotherhood Edition should be something that happens, and could possibly be something that happens. It just needs the demand. That's the thing that needs to happen. Demand. Everyone needs to freaking go crazy for it, and demand Black Tusk Studios to do it basically. And so far it seems like it has been demanded. Every time I go to a Gears of War post, Xbox post, anything that has to do with Gears of War, Microsoft, whatever, I always see that at least like one person saying, do a Gears of War remaster, please, please, I want a Gears of War remaster. And I see a bunch of people commenting, replying to him, and agreeing with them. So there is a demand. And I even think I've heard a few people even doing like, those weird things where you post a thing and you vote, and like a petition, there you go, like they do petitions for it too. So there is a demand. So if you guys want Gears of War Brotherhood Edition to happen, you guys should maybe, try to find a way to show off your demand for it, because it could happen. But anyways, guys, I'm running out of time here. If you guys like this video, please definitely hit that like button, subscribe, and tell me what you guys think. Do you guys want a Gears of War Remaster, Gears of War Brotherhood Edition that has Gears of War 1 through 3 with better definition, better frame rate, and better connection? First of all, that would be really good. Tell me what you guys think. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and take it easy.